I'd like to spend a few minutes talking to you about a case for updates to reserve fund studies or depreciation reports, capital replacement plans, life cycle studies. The results of any study are in fact a snapshot of a point in time, meaning the condition at the time of the common property components, the age of the components, and certainly the economies and labor markets, material availability, and certainly the snapshot of the financial plan, the funding plan for the reserve account. Most jurisdictions have acts in place, of course, and those acts specify that these types of studies and plans should be updated a minimum of every 5 years. In many cases, though, particularly for older buildings, that tends to be far too long because a lot of the components do end up being replaced or are going to be replaced quite soon. And therefore the plan after a 5-year could be quite out of date and reflecting an incorrect picture of the status of the fund and certainly the status of the project in terms of that it may have several new components like roofs and possibly even windows. The other important aspect of reserve funds when you look at the operating and maintenance budgets of most projects, and those are important to prepare on an annual basis, some even semi-annually, and certainly a case can be made to do the same for reserve fund studies when one considers where the majority or the largest capital expenditures rest in the reserve fund account. Roofs can be anywhere in excess of $250,000 depending on the project, and those areas of a reserve fund plan should be as current as possible. And certainly having a current plan in place reflects quite significantly on people who are looking maybe to invest in the project. They want to be assured that the project is obviously being managed well, and part of that management is having a clear reserve fund plan in place that is quite current in terms of the condition of the components and certainly the realities of the day in terms of local economies. So having a relevant plan in place adds tremendous value to the property. And thanks very much for listening, and enjoy our website, and please do not hesitate to send us emails with questions. We'd be pleased